Hi, welcome to yet another series under Get More from Mallapuram. This is Mallapuram Rajshekhar, and we are here with the webinar series, and we have been consistently doing it on every second Saturday and fourth Saturday of every month from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. So, welcome to today's webinar series. And let me just introduce you towards our today's topic of the day. Okay, and even before we get into the topic, let me just introduce you to the purpose for which we are actually trying to do this webinar series. The purpose is only to create clarity and to have the confidence for whatever the policies that you are purchasing or already purchased with any of the insurance companies. So unless we have the clarity with whatever the policies that we have actually taken or whatever the policies and the kind of coverages that we have in place, we will not have the confidence on any of the insurance policies that you purchase from any of the insurance companies. So the purpose of starting this webinar series, Get More from Mallapuram, is only to provide clarity for confidence. So this is the purpose with which we started doing this particular webinar series. Coming to today's topic of the day. The topic of the day is nothing but my insurance, whose responsibility? And before even we get into the topic, let me do a declaration on before we do the webinar series. That is, we do not represent any one insurance company. We neither represent any insurance company nor we even promote any of the policies of any of the insurance company. Okay, and we'll be discussing only issues related to insurance. No politics, no movies, nothing else. It is only insurance on this webinar series. Okay, and we are not intended to criticize any one insurance company or a particular person or a particular product of any insurance company under this webinar series. If it happens, it is only by chance, but we don't intend to do that. Okay, and then the content which has been discussed here cannot be taken as a proof of evidence under any court of law. So this we want to make it very clear and upfront, and we want to make sure that we don't want to skew towards any of one product of any one insurance company. Okay, and so that is the reason why we want to do this declaration even before getting into the webinar. And coming to the topic of the day. The topic of the day today is my insurance, whose responsibility under this series. It is what are those 10 things which will help you for an easy reimbursement process of your health insurance claim. Okay, are you ready? Are you ready? Okay, just type I'm ready in the chat box. Oh yes, I'm seeing a lot of people typing in the chat box. Thanks a lot for your response, and we'll just get straight into the subject. Okay, and coming to the agenda of today's webinar series, it is we'll do a review, kind of a situation analysis, and then we will also see the reimbursement. Who is responsible for that, like whatever the delays, whatever the problems and the challenges that we face during the entire process of reimbursement, who is responsible for that. Okay, we'll also touch upon that. And then comes the main agenda of the series, the webinar series, that is the discussion on the clarity for confidence. So we'll discuss on those top 10 things which need to be done to make sure that we will have an easy claim reimbursement process under the health insurance. Okay, and then we'll also do the review of that, and then we'll discuss on the action points which we need to take, and so that we'll have a very smooth reimbursement claim processing. Are you ready? Just type yes, I'm ready in your chat box. Oh yes, I'm able to see a lot of people who are actually participating. We thank a lot for this. And then let's come down to today's agenda. Right, yeah. So the topic starts with the situation analysis. Once we are in a reimbursement claim processing, why do we need to go for a reimbursement claim processing when we have a cashless claim processing which is there in place, right? Okay, So once we do the situation analysis, it goes like this. Okay, if the treatment happens, if the reimbursement claim, if the treatment of the person happens in a non-network hospital, then yes, we need to go for a reimbursement claim processing. That's one situation. And yes, if cashless is denied under the network of hospital, then also we can go and apply. We can go and apply for the reimbursement process. Okay, when the cashless is rejected, and then when the cashless has been denied, we can also go for a reconsideration through the reimbursement process. At this moment, I just wanted to give you a clarity on what is the difference between a rejected claim and also a denied claim. Rejected claim means you just applied for the reimbursement process, and upfront they said, without looking into the complete nitty-gritties of the entire treatment which has actually happened and entire claim which has actually happened, the insurance company may say you may have to come for the reimbursement process. This is called as a rejected claim. Okay, and when it is come to a denied claim, that means they have gone through the entire process, they have gone through the entire case of the complete treatment which has happened, and then the insurance company has mentioned a specific reason, and then they said we are rejecting, we are actually denying the claim. So that is called as a denial. Okay, rejection is without looking into the claim process, they said you come for the reimbursement. It could be a technical reason. Okay, and then denial means they have gone through the entire treatment process, and then they said because of this particular reason we are denying the claim. Okay, whether it is a rejected claim or whether it is a denied claim, we can still go for a reimbursement process, and then we can get the claim processing done. Okay, so we'll also look upon that. And then the cash is received has been processed in one of the health insurance policy, probably in the case like we have something like a group insurance policy provided by the company to the employees of the organization, right? Okay, so we have gone for a reimbursement claim, and say suppose the company is providing only up to say 5 lakh rupees of coverage, right? But say suppose the claim has gone beyond 5 lakh rupees, probably 7 lakhs or even 8 lakh rupees. Okay, so in the first claim, under the first insurance policy, the company has actually given the cashless process. And because there is a second insurance policy which is also in place, we are going for a reimbursement under the second insurance policy. Okay, this is also possible. And in that particular situation, under the second policy, or it could be also even a top-up policy, okay, we need to go for a reimbursement process. Okay, so even in this situation, we may have to go for the reimbursement process, right? And then whenever we go for a situation wherein there is a reimbursement process, there is always a doubt whether we are going to get this claim or not, whether the insurance company is going to pay us the claim or not. So this is always a doubt in that, and we have seen many of the situations because the claim, the complete expenses need to be paid upfront to the hospital, right? Because it need to be paid upfront to the hospital, suddenly if we doesn't have the money with us, we may have to take the loan, or we may have to borrow with someone, and then we have to pay the bill, right? So there is always a tension whether we are going to get this claim, and how long is that going to happen, and then even before we committed to the person from whom we have borrowed the money, are we going to get the claim before that? Okay, all these questions will be there in our mind when we actually go for the reimbursement process. Okay, so in this particular situation, we always suggest don't get for it. There are few things. There are 10 points if you actually take care it well upfront. Okay, your entire reimbursement process will be as smooth as possible, and you can get the claim the best. And let me just tell you one more thing at this moment. For any of the insurance policy, for any of the insurance company, paying the claim is much easier than rejecting a claim or denying a claim. Okay, so why? Because to just pay the claim, it doesn't require anybody's approval till the top brass of the management, right? But to deny the claim, it has to go through the different levels in almost all insurance companies. That's how it happens. To deny the claim, they have to be very careful, because anybody can go and file a case against the insurance company. right? But when we come to the reimbursement claim processing, there are few things which we need to take care, and then once these things are taken care, it becomes so easy for us to actually process the entire claim. Okay, are you ready? Are you ready with us? Okay, so my reimbursement claim, always people say this, whose responsibility is this? The insurance company should take care of it. They need to go to the hospital, collect all the documents and then submit. No. In a reimbursement claim, the moment you get into this particular process, the entire responsibility lies on us. It's my reimbursement claim. If it is my reimbursement claim, it is my responsibility. I can't make the hospital, I can't make the insurance company as responsible for that. Are you clear with this? Are you clear with this? Let me just restate once again. My reimbursement claim is my responsibility. We can't make hospital nor the insurance company as responsible for our reimbursement claim. Right? Okay. So let's get going. Are you there with me? Oh yes. If you're yes, just please type yes in your chat box. Oh, I could see a lot of people who are participating in this webinar series, and we are very thankful. We are very thankful for all the people who are participating in this particular webinar series. And then let's get on to the topic now, right? So after knowing this, after knowing that we are responsible for our own reimbursement claim, let's now get into the real topic of the entire webinar series, that is the clarity for confidence. Okay, this is where we discuss. This is where the section of clarity for confidence. This is where we discuss the entire points on which we need to discuss upon. We need to know the more depth, such that we'll have a smooth claims processing in place. Okay, so are you with me? Yes. So let's begin the discussion. Right? Claim intimation. Claim intimation is the first point on which we need to concentrate. Many of the times what happens when we go for a reimbursement claim, or when we get admitted into a non-network hospital, we normally think that there is no need to go and intimate the insurance company immediately. But that's wrong. That's wrong. It need to be intimated. The claim intimation has to be done within 24 hours of hospitalization, and this is mandatory. Okay, this is mandatory. Claim intimation always need to be done within 24 hours of hospitalization, whether it is a cashless or whether it is a reimbursement. If you don't, if you are not going through this particular timeline, the insurance company may reject your claim. Okay, and even the regulator says the claim intimation need to be given within 24 hours, whether it is a cashless or whether it is a reimbursement process. Okay, are you with me? Okay, so claim intimation should be done, and whose responsibility is that? It is our responsibility. Okay, we have to inform it to the insurance company within 24 hours of hospitalization, right? And document submission. Say, what we have seen, people become little lethargic. It is not that they want to be lethargic, but we have seen people become little lethargic after coming discharged from the hospital. They take their own sweet time in collecting the documents, in arranging the documents in a proper order, and then submitting it to the insurance company. We request, never do such delays. It is your claim, it is your responsibility. Submit the documents as early as possible. And you know, the regulator says you have to submit all the documents, and it is not at your convenience. It has to be submitted within 7 to 10 days. It depends on different insurance companies, but within 7 to 10 days, we have to submit all our claim documents with the insurance company after the discharge. So the timeline for the entire reimbursement documents which need to be submitted, it is within 7 to 10 days after the discharge. Are you with me? Are you with me? Let me repeat. All the claim reimbursement documents should be submitted with the insurance company within 7 to 10 days of your discharge. Don't delay. just go ahead and then just apply it there, just submit it out there. Okay, right? Are you with me? You got it? It is 7 to 10 days only. Don't delay, right? Okay, now let's go to the next one. I've seen many of the situations people saying this particular statement. Okay, just observe this. I submitted all the documents to the insurance company. Whatever the hospital has given to me, I've submitted all the documents to the insurance company. But still, the insurance company is asking so many details. They're asking so many details, and I don't know. I don't know why these people are actually asking for so many details, right? This is the major question what we have seen in different situations where people come back, and we see so many people coming to us and then asking for that, and we thank the kind of response what we are getting from the webinar series. The people are actually referring us to many of their friends and relatives and their colleagues at office for the process, for helping for a hand in the helping support in their insurance related issues. And we thank a lot. And you need any such help, you can always contact us. There is an helpline number which is out flashing out there. It is 7569645645. Me and my team, we are always there to help you out. And let me just declare it here. We do not represent any one insurance company, and we are always with you. We are with you, right? So acknowledge us, and we are always there to help you out. So this is the topmost question that we receive from many of the people, like, who are actually facing challenges in their reimbursement claim process. We submitted all the documents whatever the hospital has given, but still these people are actually asking so many things. And insurance companies are always like this. While they are collecting the premium, they say it is a hassle-free claim process, this and that, and but they ask so many questions. Let me warn you once again, none of the insurance company wants to delay. Okay, if they have all the documents available with them, they will just process. It is not just one insurance company, all the insurance companies are like this. Okay, so it is whose responsibility comes up. It is only our responsibility to submit the required documents. There lies the real reason. We doesn't have the checklist. We doesn't know the checklist. We doesn't know what are the documents which need to be submitted. If we know that checklist, with us, then we can actually go with that particular order, submit all the documents. Then it's an hassle-free. It's such a smooth sailing process. Then comes the real thing. That's our next point. So what is the checklist? What is that major documents which need to be taken care when you're actually when you're going through your claims processing? Are you ready with me? Okay, are you interested to know what are those checklist of major documents which need to be taken care for your claims reimbursement process, hassle-free process? Yes, are you ready? Just type yes in your chat box. Oh yes. Thanks a lot for the response that you are putting in. This is the reason how we get a lot of energy in actually doing this particular webinar series. Thanks a lot for everyone who is giving us this particular feedback, and thanks a lot for typing it in the chat box. So let's come to the point. So what are the major checklists? What are the major things that you need to take care for the reimbursement claim processing? Okay, the first one comes up is the discharge summary, and this is the major document. Never ever try to miss this. Okay, and almost all the hospitals, whether it's small or big, they will provide you the discharge summary. Okay, what does that contain? The discharge summary contains the major things which it contains were the date of admission, the date of discharge, and who is the person, what is the person name, what is the age of the person, what is a provisional diagnosis, what is a primary diagnosis because of which they identified that this could be the reason for whatever the ailment or the disease for which the person is getting admitted in the hospital, and what are the diagnostics which they have actually conducted, And what is that they have actually found out the secondary diagnosis or the main diagnosis which actually happened, the provisional diagnosis, and then comes the real diagnosis after going through the entire diagnostic test. Then what is the line of treatment which they have actually given, and what is the patient situation while going through the process, and then at the end, on the discharge day, at the discharge moment, what is the situation of the patient which is existing. Okay, so generally we see the discharge summary. There could be two summaries which can come up. One is the discharge summary which can come up when the discharge happens within complete treatment, right? And second thing, there could be also a death summary which can happen while going through the treatment process. Sometimes even the death can also happen to the patient. Okay, it depends on different situation and the complexity of the particular situation. Okay, but death or the discharge summary to get your reimbursement claim, that is a mandatory document. Without that, you just can't get a claim, right? Are you with me? Okay, so okay, fine, let's go down to the thing. Okay, so the first thing, it is your discharge summary, which is mandatory, discharge or the death summary, which is mandatory, and then all the investigation reports. You should never miss out on any investigation report, whether it is your blood report, whether it is your urine analysis, or whether it is your LFT, the liver function test, or it could be your X-ray, it could be your scan reports. Sometimes even some culture test people do send across the test, and then the test report might take 3 or 4 days. So even those test reports, including the slides which they actually collect, the material which they collect and put it on a slide and send it across for the diagnosis, all those things need to be submitted, and in original. You have to submit in original. Let me just tell you the reason why the insurance companies ask for all the original documents. See, if you pay the money to any of the diagnostic center or in the hospital, all the originals are your property. Are you with me? Yes? Yes? Are you with me? Okay. Now, if insurance company has to pay you the money, that means they own all the documents. Are you with me? If they own all the documents, and if they have to pay that money, so all the originals should be with the person who is paying the entire claim. Are you with me? So this is the reason why the insurance companies ask for all the original documents. I've actually seen in many of the situations, people do also say that no, but for the future treatment we need to have all those X-ray reports or those films or the CT scan report with us, because there's a complex situation and we need those documents with us. Yes, you can request. We can actually request the insurance company to have to give back those films, which might be useful for the future treatment purpose. But until the claim is processed, the insurance company will never give you those particular original documents to us. Okay, we can do a request. Okay, many of the insurance companies are so considerate, they will provide those X-ray reports or the CT scan reports which are original and which need to probably for the future treatment purpose, they will give. But until the reimbursement process is done, they will not be able to give you back. Okay, so we can still go ahead and request for the originals, but it takes time. Only after the reimbursement process we can do it. Okay, and then the consolidated bill, the detailed itemized bill is mandatory, because insurance company should know for what reasons all that cost has been levied by the insurance company to the patient for that particular treatment. Okay, and in the detailed bill they will give the doctor charge, the nursing charges, the medicine charges, the diagnostic charges, and even if say suppose some tests which they have even sent it across to another place, if the facility is not available with the hospital, they will also give that third party vendor bill attached to it, and they will mention it in the itemized bill. If that bill if those expenses which the patient sometimes they put it from their pocket, like it could be a medicine bill which is not available in the hospital, so you may have to go out and then purchase it, right? Those kind of things can also be reimbursed to you, right, under the pre-hospitalization, or it could be even the post-hospitalization also. We can also do that. Okay, and coming back to the consolidated bill is something which is mandatory. So you can't afford not missing out on this. Okay, and many of the situations what we have seen, people do get their bill, but they forget to get the payment receipt. Okay, if you don't get the payment receipt, so there is no proof that you actually paid the bill. Bill is only like an invoice, but payment receipt is something which is a proof that you actually paid the bill. Unless there's a proof that you paid the bill, the insurance company will not be giving you the reimbursement. Okay, and moreover, the paid receipt should be given as original to the insurance company, because that is the only proof. Otherwise, if the original is not there, then the insurance company thinks that, like, probably you have actually claimed it from another insurance company and you are again claiming back from the second insurance company for the same amount of money. Okay, so to avoid that, to make sure that the person don't make profit out of different insurance policies, the insurance company wants your original receipt of payment. Okay, so that is something which is mandatory, and without which the claim, the reimbursement claim process is not possible. Okay, and then the consolidated bill, and then yes, as I said, it's the paid receipt which is mandatory to be given to the insurance company, and all these things should be given in original. Sometimes if the hospital is say suppose from a rural village, and they might even also ask for the registration certificate of the hospital. Okay, there might be some, we have seen in different situations wherein the hospitals are running from since very long time, and they doesn't have the registration certificate. If the hospital is not registered, then the claim is not payable. I'll tell you the reason. The reason why the insurance companies ask for a registered hospital for the treatment purpose. The reason because a registered hospital need to meet a minimum requirements, a minimum standards, such that it need to be only then it can be classified as an hospital. Okay, something like this. In twin cities, or in the cities, major cities, the minimum criteria for any of the hospital to be called as an hospital is it should be a minimum 15-bedded hospital. Number one. Second thing is there should be an operation theater which is under operation. That means it is live and it is working. The operation theater is working. This is number two. Number three, there should be a round-the-clock doctor or the nursing facility which should be available within the hospital. If these three things are not there, then it is not called as an hospital. Okay, and probably in the rural sector where there is less than I think 1 lakh of population, something like that, then instead of 15-bedded hospital, it can be a 10-bedded hospital. But it is mandatory to have the registration of that particular hospital in place. Otherwise, your claim is not payable. Okay, it is only for your safety, and this is how the regulator has given their rules to take care of your safety for the treatment purpose. Okay, and so the receipt of the payment, which is mandatory, and then the claim form, which is mandatory. Claim form, we thank the regulator for taking up this particular step. I think in 2014 or 2015, the regulator has standardized the claim form. Okay, now you go to any of the insurance companies, the entire list of details which should be provided are same, and it is now divided into two sections: claim part A and part B. We will come to that when we come to the section on to the point on how to fill up the claim. Okay, claim form. So we'll do that, and then so the claim form is mandatory. The ID proof is mandatory. Because ID proof is mandatory. The reason, because the name which is mentioned on your insurance policy and the person who got admitted should be same. Otherwise, there is always a chance. There is always a chance that people can make money out of this, out of any of the insurance policies. So ID proof is something which is mandatory. And then comes to pay the money to you. It can't be given as cash, nor it can be given or any other means. It can be given only into your bank account. Into your bank account. So the bank account details also need to be given to the insurance company while you are submitting the documents for the reimbursement claim. Okay, and the bank proof, it could be your passbook, or best thing could be your check copy. A cancelled check copy, if it is given, that's the best proof for your bank account number, and so that the payment can be happened by an EFT, and then the insurance company will put it directly into your bank account. It serves a speedy process. Okay, so these are the major things, the major documents which you have to take care, and you can see the list over here, right? And then if you actually come to the claim form fill up, that's the next thing which we are actually looking at. How to fill up the claim form. It is the most easiest thing which you can do on your own, and and in that we have two sections. The first section is called part A, and the second section is called as part B. Part A need to be filled by us, and part B need to be filled by the hospital people. Okay, and hospital people, it's almost like whatever is there in your discharge summary is what need to be put up into the part B. And most of the hospital desks, the insurance claims desk people, they know how to fill up that particular form, and they will put the complete details on that. And never ever forget to get the signature, seal and stamp and the registration details of the hospital on the part B of the claim form. This is mandatory. Unless there is a signature, seal and stamp, it is not considered as a claim form, especially on the part B of the claim form. Are you with me? Are you with me? Right? You have any issues on that, please do come back to us. We'll help you out. We can also even coordinate with the hospital and help you out in getting it done properly. Okay, and coming to the part B of the claim, that's the part B. And coming to the part A is something which need to be filled up by us. And what are the details normally which they have? They have the details like your name, your policy number, your policy details, when did you purchase the policy, how long it is covered, and then what is the provisional diagnosis because of which you got admitted to the hospital, and when did you got admitted, when you got discharged, what are the expenses which you got incurred, hospitalization expenses, then your pre-hospitalization expenses, and also even your post-hospitalization expenses. And even in hospitalization expenses, what is the medicine cost, what is the diagnostic cost. So there's a bifurcation which is given. And the best part is, if you turn back to the claim form, there is a detailed help which is given by the regulator. Okay, so it is a quite easy document. But if you need any help, on how to fill up this particular part A of your claim form, me and my team, we are always there. You can actually dial up this number which is out there. It is 7569 645 645. Okay, it is 7569 645 645. That is our helpline number. You can just give a missed call on that. Me and my team will be all out there to help you out in getting your reimbursement claim processing done. Okay, and let me also do a declaration over here. We don't want to represent any insurance company, neither we represent any one insurance company, nor we are trying to push any product of a particular insurance company. We are always with you. We want to serve the society. We want to help the people to get educated such that they will have the clarity, such that they will have the confidence on whatever the policies which they have purchased or planning to purchase. We are always there. The only number which you need to dial up is 7569 645 645. That's our helpline number. Are you with me? Right. If you are enjoying and you are actually able to get a better information on this webinar series, you just type yes in your chat box. Okay. We are seeing a lot of people who are actually responding. We thank a lot. We thank a lot for you getting some information through us, and we are so happy to serve you. Right? Let's get on to the next point. Let's get on to the next point. So coming to the reimbursement claim, there are some specific claims which are there, and for those there is a specific documents which need to be submitted, and those specific documents sometimes it differs based on the different kinds of hospitalizations which does occur, right? And coming to the hospitalization an accidental hospitalization which happened, somebody going on a bike or in vehicle wherein met with an accident, and the hand got broken, the leg got broken, the jaw got broken, something like that, and then they got hospitalized. There's an inpatient treatment which is going on, for which the person has gone through an operation kind of thing. Okay, in this particular accidental hospitalization claim, the document which is mandatory is your MLC or your FIR. MLC is medical legal certificate, which is issued by the hospital. And what does this contain? This contains under what condition you have actually come when you are getting admitted in the hospital. That is number one. Second thing, whether this person is under the influence of alcohol or not. Okay, whether the person is under the influence of alcohol. If the person is under the influence of alcohol, then the claim will never ever be paid. Okay, let me just repeat it for you. If it is an accidental claim and the person is under the influence of an alcohol, and if it is written in your medical legal certificate or the FIR, then none of your claim, whether it is your reimbursement claim or whether it is your cashless claim, it is never ever be paid by the insurance company. The reason is it is nothing but a self-inflicting injury. Knowingly, if you are doing something which is illegal, under the influence of alcohol, if somebody is driving a vehicle and he met with an accident, how can you expect an insurance company to pay your claim? How, I'm sorry. How can you expect an insurance company to pay your claim? Right? So it is your responsibility. If you are not so responsible about yourself, how can the insurance company be responsible in paying your claim? They will never ever pay your claim. Right? Are you with me? Fine. Let's get on to the in this particular situation. They will actually look at the cause of the accidental claim, and the influence of alcohol, whether it is there or not. If there is an influence of alcohol, then never ever the claim will be paid by the insurance company, whether it is a cashless or whether it is in reimbursement process. Okay, now there's another specific claim which can happen where the indoor case papers the insurance company will ask for mandatory. Okay, and what we have seen in these situations, like a complicated case or where the claim is a very huge value, like it could be a 5 lakh 10 lakh kind of claim, and wherein the person the insurance company wants to understand what exactly is the line of treatment, why the bill has become so much. So they want to understand the real line of treatment which the doctors have done in the hospital. So in this particular situation, the insurance company will ask for the indoor case papers. Generally, the hospital people, they don't give the indoor case papers along with your discharge while you're getting discharged. But if the insurance company asks for that, it is our responsibility to go to the hospital and get the indoor case papers, and it is mandatory. Okay, and none of the hospitals can say that they will not give you the indoor case papers. It is your treatment papers. You have every right to ask and take it. Probably few hospitals, what we have seen, they will charge some 500 rupees or some 600 rupees kind of thing, and they will give you the indoor case papers. They might not give you the entire original thing. They will give you a copy of that. Copy of that will also be good enough in this particular situation, wherein we have a specific claim which is a little complicated and of high value. Okay, so indoor case papers is something which is mandatory, and this is only to know about the detailed line of treatment which actually happened during the entire treatment process. And then coming to another specific claim, like they will ask for the indoor charts, in case of dialysis, in case of chemotherapy, and also in case of radiotherapy kind of treatments what we have seen, because it is a series of treatments which need to be taken care, which the patient need to undergo for the entire claim process. Okay, and in this series of treatment, the hospital people will maintain a record, like when the first dose has been given, when the second dose has been given, when the third. So they actually maintain a chart. They will also see what is the how the patient is actually behaving, how the body is responding, how the patient is responding to a treatment. So they give a little brief on that. So that particular chart, people, the insurance companies will definitely ask in case of a radiotherapy, chemotherapy, or the kind of dialysis kind of reports. So all these things comes under the daycare procedures. In these daycare procedures, in these specific treatments which does happen, so the charts are actually required. Okay, and this is only to know the detailed line of treatment and how the patient is recovering from that particular treatment which is getting administered onto the patient. Okay, and then we also have one more specific claim wherein they will ask for an implant sticker. Okay, implants could be like coming to the eye, it could be an IOL sticker, that is during the cataract operation. They'll put a lens, and in that particular lens, before they use anything under any of the and put it into the patient body, all these implants, they will definitely have a sticker. Okay, all the implants, they will definitely have a sticker, and that sticker, the original sticker, is mandatory to get your reimbursement claim processing done. Okay, and it could be also like somebody got their stent placement in the heart, right, in the heart wall. Okay, even the heart wall replacement, the wall is they also do a replacement of the heart wall. Even that is an implant. Even in an accidental case, they'll put some rod or some screw into the body. Okay, and there is always a sticker for the particular implant which has been used into the body. Okay, and that original sticker is actually mandatory, and this actually gives a proof that implant has been used and it has been kept into the body. Okay, without the sticker, your claim is never ever be paid. Right? Okay, that's about the specific claims which does occur. And then coming to one more thing, this is also we have seen. This, many of the people they come to most of the people who come to us, they also ask this question. We have submitted the documents very long back, and we have never got any reply from them, from the insurance company, nor we got any SMS, or nor we got any email from the insurance company. We don't know what is happening to our claim. This is a common thing which we have seen with many of the people who have actually taken the insurance policy and submitted a reimbursement claim. Okay, and let me be very frank and upfront with you. None of the insurance companies can just keep quiet without communicating with you, without responding to you after you submit the documents. Okay, and 95% of the situations what we have seen is your email is mentioned wrong in the policy copy, or the mobile number which is mentioned in the policy copy is not the mobile number which you are still carrying with you. Right? Okay, and sometimes even they also even send a physical letter asking for some more documents, but the address is something which is different. Now you are not staying in that particular same address. Okay, so we request you to please always update your policy with your postal address, with your email ID, with your mobile number every time whenever you're going for at least for the renewal process. Okay, whenever you renew your policy, we request you to please check through the communication details, because unless you have your communications details right in your policy, how can you expect an insurance company to come back to you? Okay, so we request everyone to please update your communication details, right? So they don't think that, like, no, you're not getting an email and or SMS, or are not getting any update. You have any such problems, please do refer us, please do come back to us. We always have our helpline number, which is flashing out here. It is just 7569 645 645. Where me, my team, we are all out to help you out to update your details, and such that any of your claim processing, whether it is your reimbursement, whether it is your cashless process, everything can be done seamlessly easy, and you can get the best service out of any of the insurance policies and of any of the insurance companies too. And we are always there to help you out. And let me also declare one more time over here, we do not represent any one insurance company. We are always with you. We want to help you. We want to serve the society for the better reasons. Okay, so this is how we are different, and we want to serve the society, and we are always with you. Okay, and so always correct your email ID and your mobile number, and also your postal address with the policy. That is a major reason why you're not getting the updates. Okay, and then there are a lot of deductions which has actually happened. This is also one more thing what we have seen, where many of the people, they say, was no, insurance companies, they are so good, so nice when they're actually collecting the premiums, but when it comes to when it's their duty to pay the claim, they actually deduct. They don't give the entire bill. So I only urge you at this particular moment, have you ever seen your policy after you are purchased? Have you gone through the details well before you purchase? And have you checked the policy whether it is the same conditions which you think are there are still existing, or they got changed? Have you ever reviewed your policy? Unless you review your policy, how do you remember what are the co-payments which are there? What is the room rate restriction which is there? What are the disease-wise cappings which are there under your policy? If you don't know it, that's when you feel the insurance company is actually deducting your money from the claim which they are supposed to pay. And that's where you feel like, no, you're not confident on purchasing your policies. I request everyone, please go through your policies and check through your policies what are the non-payable items which are there. The regulator says by themselves that there are few expenses which the hospital puts up into your bill which are non-payable. And the non-payable items are those items which are not directly related to the treatment of the disease. What are those things? Like, it could be like your mask, then your gloves and the PPE kits. Sometimes it is your administration charges. All these expenses are those expenses which are not directly related for the treatment of your disease. Okay, and I had to actually give a list of non-payable items which are there. Okay, and but if you look into the market, there are also some policies which are available in the market which do also give you the non-payable items, like the consumables which are not payable generally, and which has been given by the regulator that no need to pay this particular consumables under any of this hospitalization bill. But still there are few policies wherein they pay even those consumables. Of course, if the policy is giving you that kind of facility, means what? They are going to charge you a little more premium. So never look for the premiums which are going to be less. Look for the premiums little more. Probably it is few hundreds or few thousands which you are paying more, but the kind of benefit what you are going to get under the deductions is going to be huge. Sometimes it is few lakhs difference is what you are going to get. Okay, so we request you to please check through your policy. Please go to even the IRDA website, or to any of the insurance company website, and type in for the non-payable items. You will have, I think there are closely around 200 non-payable items which have been listed by the regulator, and those things are never be paid by any insurance policy, by any insurance company. But there are few companies, few policies which do also pay those non-payables. but it comes with a cost. The premiums are a little higher, and we suggest if you could afford to take up those kind of policies, please do go ahead and take it up. Okay. And that's about the non-payable items. That could be the reason why there could be deduction. There could be a co-payment in the option. In the policy, if you look at, there could be if you're going for a reimbursement. I've seen in few of the insurance companies in their policies they mention, if you are coming for the reimbursement process, whatever is the claim which need to be paid, under that 10% is going to be deducted. We have seen such kind of policies. Okay, not only that, if you are not submitting your documents within the specified limit of 10 days, okay, then there could be a 20% deduction under the total claim which you are actually submitting. That kind of co-payment clause I've also seen in different policies of few insurance companies. Yes, those kind of things are also there. Okay, and if somebody is taking the policy for the first time after age 60, okay, regulator himself says that there could be a co-payment option. Okay, few companies they say 20% co-payment. Some companies they say no, we don't go for the co-payment until age 65, but the premiums are a little higher. So everything comes with a cost. See, and there could be a co-payment for the senior citizen policies. For senior citizen policies where it is more than 65 years of age, and the policies can be given even till age 90. There are policies which are available which can be taken for the first time. Of course, the premiums are on a higher side, and the claim if you look at it comes a little low claim, because there is a co-payment clause which is mentioned. Co-payment means along with the insurance company, you are also paying the claim. So this is called as a co-payment. Co-payment means along with the insurance company, we are also going to pay a part of the total expenses. We are going to bear a part of the total expenses. So this co-payment could be 10%, 20%, 30%, and sometimes if it is a pre-existing disease, I have also seen the policies wherein it is a 50% co-payment. And this is especially for the senior citizen policies. Okay, so it depends on what kind of policy that you have purchased from different insurance companies, right? Okay, so co-payment is one of the clause because of which there could be deduction in the bill, right? And there could be a disease wise capping. Especially what we have seen, the disease wise capping is in the senior citizen policies, wherein they say for the knee replacement surgery, it is 1.5 lakh rupees what we'll give, and even that 1.5 lakh will give only after 2 years, because the knee replacement is under the 2 years exclusions. Okay, exclusion is one more thing because of which there could be a deduction, non-payable thing, and then few diseases wherein if you go for the cheapest policies where the price is very low, they will also put up the disease wise capping. Like for appendicitis will give only 20,000, for cataract will give only up to 30,000 rupees per eye. So those conditions are there. So what we request everyone to please go through your policy, go through the details, and then understand, even before there is a claim, understand what are the things which are payable and to what extent it is payable. You need any help, we are always there. There's a number which is flashed out here. We just dial up 7569 645 645. Me and my team, we are always there to help you out. We do not represent any one insurance company. We represent only you. We are always with you. So just dial up. We are always there to help you out. Okay. And coming to the deductions in the bill. Okay. So there could be a pro-rate deductions. I think in the last seminar, when we are actually going through this process of cashless claim processing, we also discussed with a proper example on that. So pro-rate deductions depends on your room rent eligibility. So your room rent is always going to have a major impact on the entire claim bill. Okay. If your policy has got a room rent restriction, policy will only give you a payment which is a restricted payment. The reason because the moment you go above your room rent eligibility, then that particular percentage which you go above your eligibility, the same percentage will be deducted from your entire bill, and this is called as pro-rate deductions. The policy you take with the room rent restrictions, the premium might be little less, but if you look into the claim processing, there might be a huge deduction under the entire claim. Okay, so we always suggest people to go for those policies where there is no room rent restriction, or it could be like a single standard AC room, or a single room which is eligible under the policy. Premium might be little more, that's okay, still okay, but the kind of facility what you get will be more. Okay, and we always suggest to go for those kind of policies wherein there is no room rent restriction. The reason, because in a pandemic situation like what we had in the recent past, okay, there could be a lot of people who are getting into the hospital. And when a lot of people get into the hospital, generally your low level or your low cost beds will be filled up faster. Once these beds are filled up faster, then we have no other option rather than just go ahead and then opt for the higher room rate or the single room. Single room comes with a cost, and if your insurance policy is not able to take care of that, then you will be paying a huge amount of money to the hospital along with the insurance company, because there will be a lot of deductions. Okay, there might be the policy which is little higher in premium, but you will save a lot when there is a claim. So we always request and recommend to choose those policies wherein there is no room rent restriction. Okay, you need any help on that, me and my team, we are always there to help you out in choosing the right product which is apt for your budget and for your existing situation. Just dial up the number over here. It is 7569 645 645. That is our helpline number. Please do dial up. We are always there to help you out, and we are always with you. Okay, and coming to the deductions over the bill. Okay, so there could be also one more reason in the deductions. Your sum assured got reduced because there is always a claim which already happened. So you already used up a part of your sum assured. So the remaining sum assured is pretty low than the hospitalization bill which happened. Even that could be one of the reason why there could be deduction in your entire bill. Okay, so these are the deductions, and then you're coming to this room rent eligibility. I think we will just brush it up once again, because we have seen many of the people who even requested the last time seminar that why don't you just explain it once again. So we are just taking it up once again. Let's take the first example. There is a 5 lakh rupee policy somebody has purchased, and in that particular policy there is a restriction of room rent, and they say that it is 1% of sum assured. Okay, so 1% of sum assured means, because it is a 5 lakh plan, so in a 5 lakh plan it is going to be 5,000 rupees is the room rent per day, right? So because there are no rooms which are available at that particular rate, if the person got admitted to the hospital of say 6,000 rupees as the room rent, that means it is 1,000 rupees extra on the eligible 5,000 rupees. So what is the percentage in that? The 1,000 rupees on 5,000 is 20%, right? You're with me? So 20% is the additional room the person has stayed than the eligible room rent. Okay, now say suppose the entire hospital bill is 5 lakh rupees, and the non-payables are say around 5,000 rupees. So what we think normally, so it is 5 lakh rupees is the bill, and then within the 5 lakh rupees, 5,000 rupees, because it is non-payable, it is deducted. So it is 4,95,000 need to be paid. And say suppose the person stayed in the hospital for 5 days. So 5 days, 1,000 rupees extra room rent per day. So it is another 5,000 rupees. So another 5,000 rupees if it is deducted, then it is 4,90,000 rupees need to be paid. This is what a common man understands. Now this is where the real challenge comes. It is not just this 5,000 rupees which is non-payable, but because it is 20% additional room other than the eligible room rent benefit, that 20,000 will be deducted from the entire bill. And this 20,000 which is deducted, it is called as pro-rate deduction. prorate room rent eligibility deduction. Okay, and this is how, if you look into the entire way, we expect it will be 4,90,000, but here in this particular case you can see out there the total amount which is claimed, which is paid under this reimbursement claim is 3,95,000. Okay, this is how you get deducted under because of the room rent eligibility. Now let's look into the another case. Okay, in this case, if say suppose your room rent eligibility is 7,500, a little higher room rent, or it could be even, they say there is a highest room which is available in the hospital is payable under the policy, and for this probably you will be paying little more premium. That's okay, right? If you look to the same process, it is the same 5 lakh rupee policy. Same 5 lakhs is 5,000 rupees is non-payable, and because there is no prorate reduction, 4,95,000 rupees is paid under the second policy. Okay, probably it is few hundred rupees or few thousand rupees difference between both the policies, but if you look into the entire claim, the end claim which is payable, the second policy becomes much better. So that's how it becomes better to choose a policy without any room rent restrictions. You might pay a little more in the premium, but you'll be saving a lot when it comes to the claim. Okay, you need any help, we are always there. You can actually type, you can dial on this number. You can also give a missed call on this number. It is 7569 645 645. Me and my team will be always there to help you out. Okay, we are always with you. Let's go to the next one. So coming to the next one, it is claim is getting delayed, and we have seen like we have submitted the claim. It has been 2 months, it has been 6 months, it has been so many months, and like the claim is still under the process. Okay, now a good news, and we always thank the regulator for the kind of improvements, kind of new things what they are getting in the insurance industry, and we thank for getting on this particular clause, that is now the regulator says if the claim is getting delayed, then the limit of time which is given by the regulator, then the insurance company has to pay 2% addition to the bank interest which is available in the economy at that moment on the entire claim which is payable. Okay, we thank regulator for coming up with such clauses. Okay, and within 30 days and within 45 days, the entire reimbursement claim need to be settled by any of the insurance policy, by any of the insurance company. Okay, how? And this is after the last required document submitted to the insurance company. Say suppose today we have submitted all the documents whichever is required, even after the claims, even after the queries which have been raised by the insurance company, we have given all those documents to the insurance company. From that day onwards, within 30 days, the insurance company has to pay the claim. If they are not able to pay the claim, they have to pay 2% addition to the bank interest on the entire claim bill. Okay, right? And if say suppose there is a doubt with the insurance company, and they want to go for a third party inquiry to check through the entire claim, to check through the clauses, whether the person who has taken the policy has actually hidden any facts taking the policy. Even in those kind of conditions, the policy, the insurance company says you can actually settle the claim. You can actually settle the claim within 45 days. Within 45 days, this has to be happening. Okay, right? And then that's one. And then coming to the claim which is denied. Okay, coming to this particular point where the claim is getting denied. Okay, we need to look into why it is actually getting denied. Okay, denied could be because you have actually gone for the claim for a particular disease which is under the waiting period. Okay, if you're going for a claim which is under the waiting period or which is under the exclusions, which is never ever be paid. Okay, in these conditions where there is a self-inflicting injury. I'll give you a very classical example on self-inflicting injury, and this is a live case which we have seen. A person, this was during a festival season. During a festival season, they have actually, she was actually on a fasting mode, and then she went on a fasting for 4 or 5 days, and then after that she got admitted in the hospital because she just fainted in the home, and the family members, they took her to the hospital and she got treated up. Okay, and when we actually applied for the claim got rejected. The claim got denied. The reason because the person got into that anemic condition only because she was actually fasting. And fasting is something which comes under the self-inflicting injury. You have done something onto yourself. How can you make insurance company as responsible for that? It is called as self-inflicting injury. Self-inflicting injury are never paid by any insurance company under any of the insurance policies. Right? Okay. And I'll give you something even more interesting. The interesting part here is we have actually seen one more situation wherein people are terrified. They're so fear-based, and they want to have the kind of a security kind of a mental security kind of thing. And even though the doctor says no, you are not required to get admitted to the hospital, they say no, doctor, I feel there is nobody in home to take care of me, or I feel so safe side, like I need to be getting admitted to the hospital, so there will be someone, if there is any emergency which turns up, there will be someone to take care of me. So it is a fear-based admission into the hospital. Even after the doctor says it is not required to go for the inpatient hospitalization, in those conditions also the claim is denied. You want to get admitted. It is not the treatment which is required. It is not the doctor who is saying you are required to get admitted to the hospital. It is because of the fear what you have. You yourself are getting admitted in the hospital. Why you think the insurance company will pay for such kind of claim? The insurance company will never pay such kind of claim. Okay, so this is also one more reason where the claim can be denied. Okay, there's also one more reason. Okay, and this is such a stupidity on our front. If we are not taking care of the details, once the policy is actually being taken, once you have taken the policy, okay, have you ever checked your name, your date of birth, whether it is exactly matching with your documented proof? If at all your documented proof of evidence of your name and your date of birth is not matching with the documented proof of whatever is written on the claim documents by the hospital, then the claim is never ever paid, because the identity is not being proven. So the insurance company will never pay your health insurance claim. Okay, have you got it? How important it is to check through all the details of your existing health insurance policy, not when you got a claim, but before there is a claim, after you actually purchase. We request everyone to review your policy, to go through all the details, check your name, check the name of your family members, check the date of birth, your communication details, your address details, your email address, your mobile number details. Everything need to be checked. If you are not checking the details of your own family members, your own self under your own health insurance policy, who else will check? It is your policy. It is your responsibility to take care. Right? Are you with me? If you are finding these reasons are going to be a very good thing and a very good enlightenment for you, please type yes in your chat box. Oh yes. Oh my God. Thanks a lot for participating. This actually gives a lot of enthu for us, a lot of energy for us to do even more better during our webinar series. And this webinar series is all there only to provide you the clarity such that you will have confidence on whatever the policies that you have purchased or what are the policies which you are planning to purchase. You need any help? We are always there. You can actually dial up the number 7569 645 645. That's our number. We are always there. You can just give a missed call. Me and my team, we are always there to come out and help you out. We do not represent any insurance company. We only represent you. We are always with you. Okay. Thanks a lot. And let's come back to the presentation. So these are the reasons why the claim can be denied. So it is our responsibility to take care of all these things. It is our responsibility to look through our documents, to look through our policy copy and know what is payable and what is not payable. Right? Okay. Coming to the next one. If you actually look into so many things and even after that you are not satisfied with the claim processing which has been done by the insurance company, you can always go for the grievance redressal system, and the regulator gives this is the link on which you can go ahead, and then type in, and then you can express your grievance, and the regulator will get the insurance company onto the same panel wherein you can discuss and they will settle your grievance. And this is the place where you can express yourself. And we thank the regulator for providing such a kind of thing for all the for all the policy holders, and we have been very thankful for the regulator on this. Okay, and let's review coming to the review of the 10 things for easy reimbursement of your health insurance claim processing. Okay, let's review. Okay, so we have checked through the claim intimation. The claim intimation, whether it is cashless or reimbursement, need to be done within 24 hours of hospitalization. Okay, and then the claim submission of all the documents with any of the insurance companies wherein you have purchased your policy need to be done within 7 to 10 days after the discharge. Okay, the pre-hospitalization expenses can be submitted along with that. The post-hospitalization expenses can also be submitted again. Okay, but let us not wait for another 60 days or 90 days for your post-hospitalization claim, but let's submit all your documents within 7 to 10 days of your discharge. Okay, and then we have seen the checklist of documents which need to be submitted to the insurance company. We've also seen how to fill up the claim form. You need any help, me and my team, we are always there. The number is out here. It is 7569 645 645. Just give a missed call or just call up that number. Me and my team, we are always there. We are always there to help you out in your complete reimbursement claim processing. Okay, and then we have also seen all the specific claims which are there, like we have seen the implant, we have seen cataract situation, the stickers which need to be given as original to the insurance company for the claim processing. Okay, and if you are not getting any communication, means there is one thing which is very clear. Either your mobile number is not updated properly, or it is mentioned which is wrong. Your email ID is not mentioned properly in the policy, or your postal address is not mentioned properly in your policy. Just check through the communication details within your policy. Okay, then please understand why there are deductions. There could be n number of reasons. Deduction could be because of co-payment, diseases capping, or pro-rate deductions. Right? We have seen at length on the room rent restrictions, because of which there could be a pro-rate deductions which can happen under the policy. Right? Delay. Don't get worried. From 1st of November, the regulator has given this clause. They have actually given this thing to all the insurance companies that if they are delaying more than the specified time limit, 30 days. Or 45 days if it is an inquiry kind of claim, right? If they are doing anything more than that, then definitely they have to pay 2% extra than the bank interest rate on the entire claim which is payable. Okay, so don't get worried on that. If it is denied, understand why. It could be exclusion, it could be a waiting period. There are so many things which are out there. We also discussed on this, and then, or even after doing all these things, if you are not happy with the entire claim processing, you can always go for the grievance redressal system, which is being mentioned by the regulator. We have also given that link out there. Okay, so this is what it is, and that's how we are coming to the conclusion part. The conclusion part is, if you want to be really happy, how many of you want to be happy? Just type yes in the chat box. Oh yes, everyone wants to be happy, right? If you really want to be happy, right? The best thing is always go for the cashless processing rather than the reimbursement processing. Cashless processing happens on the go and you can get the payment done immediately by the insurance company to the hospital. So you need to just pay those non-payable things and then get out of the hospital. So you want to be happy with your health insurance policy when there is a claim. The best thing is get into the cashless mode rather than the reimbursement. Okay, so what are the action points to follow? And action points to follow, we always request, please review your existing any insurance policy after you purchase is not something which you just close it and put it in a drawer and then just forget it. No, you have to review the existing benefits. There might be a new benefits which have come in. There might be some increased benefits. If you pay some little more extra, you'll get those additional benefits. All those things you will get to know only when you review your policy. And to review your policy, just call the person from whom you have actually purchased the policy. They'll be happy enough to come to you and then help you out with the review of your existing policy. If you're facing any issue in reviewing existing policy, me and my team, we are always there. Just dial up this number. It is 7569 645 645. Me and my team, we are very happy to help you out in reviewing your existing policies. Your existing policies are your asset. Just understand what is payable under that, what is non-payable under that. Understand that, okay? And then review with your advisor. This is something which we always recommend, to do it. Discuss with your family members. This is something which we want to promote, this culture of discussing insurance on dining table. Discussing insurance on dining table. We want to promote this culture. See, somebody has actually purchased the policy, somebody who is responsible in the family has purchased the policy, and they know how to take care of the people, and they know if there is a claim, what are the things need to be done. Only that person knows everything about the insurance policy. But say suppose something happens to the same person who know about the policy, then how can the family members help out to take care of that particular person in that emergency condition? We can't make them a fool. We can't make the family members in a distress mode. They don't know what to do, how to take care of you when there's an emergency. Okay, so we want to develop this culture. We want to give and enhance this culture of discussing insurance on dining table. Help your family members to understand the policies what you have taken for them. This also helps them to understand how loving are you towards and how responsible are you towards your family. Number one. Second thing, they also know whom to call up, what are the numbers to be dialed, and what are the things to be done in any emergency condition. Okay, so those things can be known to your family members, right? And then all these details you should make it available in a common place wherein any of the family members should be able to go and pick it up in an emergency condition. So this is what we recommend. These are the action points after this webinar. Whatever might be your policy, whether it is a life insurance policy, with your health insurance policy, with even your motor insurance policy or your company insurance policy, please take it out. Review your policy along with your advisor. You need any help, we're always there. You can just dial up 7569 645 645. Me and my team, we are always there to help you out. Just review your existing policy. That will help you to come out of these emergency conditions almost by 95%. I can guarantee you on that. Me and my team, we guarantee you on that. Okay, just dial up. You can just give a missed call. We'll be all out to help you out. Okay, so this is the action points, and we have actually come to the end of the show of today's webinar. And so my insurance, it is whose responsibility? My insurance is always my responsibility. Am I right? Yes, you're with me. Just type yes in the chat box, and oh my god, there's so many people who are typing on that. Thanks a lot for your support, and we thank you for being with us on this webinar series. The reason of this webinar series is only to provide clarity on all the insurance policies which the people have purchased or plan to purchase, such that they will have confidence on the policy which they are having from any of the insurance company. Okay, so this is Mallapuram Rajshekhar. We do not represent any one insurance company. We are always with you. We are always with you. We want to serve the society through this webinar series. Please help us out in reaching out to many of your friends, your relatives, your neighbors, or even your office colleagues who can be helped out with, even if they get helped out with one single point in the entire webinar series, get more from Mallapuram. We'll be very glad, we'll be very happy to serve them. Okay, and then coming to the next topic in the same series of My Insurance, Whose Responsibility, it is what are the 10 best things about the accidental insurance policy. Okay, this is the topic for the next webinar, and the next webinar is going to be on 26th December from 4 to 5 p.m. That is the fourth Saturday. We will be waiting for you. Come back, register with us. We are always here to help you out. We are always here on Get More from Mallapuram in providing clarity for confidence, and we are always with you. Thank you. Thank you for joining with us. This is Mallapuram Rajshekhar. Thank you.